focusing on the core to help support the posture, as well as focusing on the chest and some chest strengthening exercises to help us focus on our posture as well. All you're gonna need today is a booty band or a theraband, VersaBand. If you have a long theraband, like there's something you received from therapy or something like that, you can simply tie the middle of the band together to make a loop. We're going to use it for some arm exercises, as well as some hip strengthening exercises as well while we work the core. Also, if you have a mid-sized sports ball, like a soccer ball or a ball that one of your children uses to play outside, you can use that as well. We'll use that as a prop later. If you don't have one, no worries. So let's go ahead and get warmed up with 20 minutes of full body warm-ups and back strengthening exercises. It's a good day to be inside today, moving our bodies. Hands on the hips, we're gonna go up high on the toes, back on the heels, high on the toes, back on the heels, warming up the shins and the calves, strengthening our ankles, and this will also help with any knee pain you might be having. Belly button into the spine, standing nice and tall, heels come up behind the toes. 2 more. Last one. Now bring the feet wide, arms wide, hips to the front, and we're gonna twist that upper torso. Hand comes behind the mid back, hips stay facing me and your screen. Thanks so much for taking a break in your day and joining me for this session of Undesk the Body. This is Undesk the Body workout number 9. Again, we're gonna be working the chest and the core a lot today. 1 more each side. Now bring the arms out, feet hip width apart, toes in front of the heels. We're gonna squat and kick. Squat and kick. Opening up the hips and the hamstrings. Working those glutes. Arms are parallel to the floor. We're bringing the opposite foot across the body and up to the opposite hand. 1 more each side. Last one. Now, hands at the mid-back, draw the shoulders back, chest out. We're gonna rock and kick. Heel to the rear. Working on that posture, warming up those quads. 5 more each side. 4, 3, 2, last one each side. Now we're gonna open up those hips and the hamstrings a little more. We're gonna get some lateral movement to the side. Step apart, kick with the opposite foot, cross those feet. Feet are flat, soft bend in the knees as you're gonna come down and try to touch the toes. Come up through the heels and apart. Kick, cross, tap the toes, come up through the heels. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. 1 more each side. Last one each side. Inhale down, exhale up through those heels. Now we're gonna open up the hips and work on the balance in our ankles, planting the left foot, right foot's gonna come forward. So we're gonna come forward and down, working it to the front corner and down. Now out to the side, back corner, straight back, tighten that rear. Again to the back. Back corner, out to the side, front corner, finish out straight ahead. Switch legs, forward and down, front corner and down, out to the side, back corner, and then straight back, tighten the rear, again to the back, back corner, out to the side, front corner, finish out straight ahead. Now we're gonna work on that coordination exercise, the goblet squat and reach, toes in front of the heels. We're gonna reach straight up to the ceiling. Forward, beneath, rear comes back and down, squat and hold it there. 1 arm, the other, come up through the heels. Again, forward, beneath, squat and hold, nice and low with that rear. 1 arm, the other, and come up. We're doing 10 of these. Curl those toes up so you're using those heels, working on the balance in the ankles. Perfect that squatting form by bringing that rear back and down, hips and rear behind the knees, knees over the heels. 5 more. 4 more. And 3. Make sure you're hinging at the waist and at the knees. 2 more. Last one, forward, beneath, squat and hold, rear low, one arm, the other, and come up. Bring those hands down, bring your feet wide. We're pushing the knees to the back, slowly coming down towards the floor, landing wherever you're comfortable, stretching out those hamstrings in the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up through those heels. Now we're gonna go into jacks or modified jacks for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, ready and go. Feet wide. Hands together under the hips, palms over your head and at your thighs. If you're doing modified jacks, we're gonna lean into it. Chest towards the knees, foot comes wide, knee over the heel, full range of motion over the head and at the bottom. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders to the back. 3, 2, and 1 to the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go to the wall for a wall sit. If you don't have a free space, go into the middle of your room for a squat and hold, feet hip width apart. Rest that back against the wall. We're gonna walk those feet out as we lower the rear. Toes in front of the heels, knees over the heels, rear and hips behind the knees, palms on the wall, not on those thighs. Bring the knees out wide to challenge those hips, shoulders, belly button, lower back into the wall as well. Hold it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up through the wall. Awesome. Let's warm up that upper body. Feet wide. Arms wide, circles to the front, warming up those shoulders and toning those underarms. Point those fingertips, engage the core, tighten the rear and tilt that pelvis forward. Doing this for 30 seconds and then we're gonna reverse your circle to the back. Small circles, halfway there. Should be starting to feel it. Keep that core and that rear engaged. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down, arms come back out. Let's reverse that circle to the back. Small circles. You got it. Hang with me. We are halfway through. Keep those hands high out to the side. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down, shoulders shrug, shoulders high, hands low, shoulders high, hands low, shoulders to the ears, pushing the palms to the floor, high and low. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the hands out to the side. We're going into over unders. One hand over and the other. One hand and the other. Over and under, opening up that chest, strengthening the back. And 5, switch, 4, switch, 3, and 2. Last one each side. Bring those hands down, arms are gonna come forward. We're gonna squeeze in the back, clap in the front, squeeze in the back, clap in the front. Again, opening up that chest, strengthen the shoulder blades. Belly button into the spine, don't let that hip come forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, let's go into windmills. One arm across the body and out, the other, and now both across the body, push out to the side. One arm, the other, and both. 3 more sets. Push it away. 2 more. Last set, one arm, the other, and both. Now the neck. We're gonna look to the side, center and switch, center, side, center, and switch. Center, one more. Now up to the ceiling, down to the floor. And ceiling, and floor. One more. Ceiling, and floor. Roll the neck out, big, big circle, all the way around, and switch. All right, we are gonna go back to the wall, another wall sit, 30 seconds. Or embrace a squat and hold in the middle of your room, feet hip width apart, back against the wall, walk those feet out, lower the rear, knees over the heels, hips behind the knees. And if you wanna add some difficulty, you can join me and bend those arms, elbows and wrists against the wall over your head. Curl the toes up so you're not using them, use those heels, push the knees out wide, engage the core, pulling that belly button into your spine. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands down, push up through the heels. All right, the rest of our time together is gonna be down on the floor. Gonna finish out our warm up and then get right into the core and arm work. You go into a plank, however you're comfortable, 30 seconds, shoulders over the palms or the elbows, knees hip width apart. We're gonna go up in 3, 2, 1. Rock those knees back or come up on the toes. Lower the hips, lower the rear. Keep the hips up off the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back. If you're on your toes, you can rock the heels back. Move the strain from the shoulders to the quads. Push through those palms. Relax the neck and breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to your mat. Point the toes, plant the hands, and extend the arm. Stretch out the lower back. If you have lower back pain today, you can join me on the elbows here. Keep those toes pointed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up and all the way back. Rear to the heels. Bring the knees out wide. Point the toes. Drop the chest between the knees. Extend the arms. Drop the elbows and the forehead to the ground. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands. We're going to come on all fours, on the hands and knees, hips over the knees, shoulders over the palms. We're going to go into bird dog, reaching opposite arm, opposite leg. Come back to center, knees wide. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Hands wide under the shoulders, rocking back and forth. Flexing that foot and pushing behind you. Heel comes right behind the rear. Big breath out and extend. Keep those hips squared up with the knees. Keep the knees wide. We've got 5 more sets. Then we're going to go into our back strengthening exercises. So also make sure you have a pillow or a small towel close by. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Push back and switch. 1 more each side. And relax. We are going to grab our pillow or our towel, go into our back strengthening exercises. So get comfortable, forehead on the towel. Give yourself room to breathe. Legs extended, toes pointed. Palms are facing up at your side. We're going to push up high and low. Up high and low. 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. Now slide the hands away about 6 inches. Push up high to the ceiling and low. Open up the chest and low. Strengthen the back and low. 2 and 1. Relax. Flip the wrists. Hands come up out to the side. Make sure you have room out to the side and overhead. We're going to come up high and low and squeeze the shoulders and low and breathe. And 2 and 1. Relax. Make a fist, thumbs up, thumbs and elbows high and low. Squeeze in the back and low. And 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. Hands flat, arms come over the head. Soft bend in the elbows, toes are still pointed. We're gonna pull from underneath us, pull from the core, hands up high, elbows low, hands high, elbows low, pull from underneath, and 2, and 1, relax, make a fist, thumbs up, thumbs and elbows high and low, up, high and low, and 3, and 2, and 1, relax, hands flat, drop those elbows to the side, hands and elbows come out and up and low, out and up and low, squeeze the shoulder blades, and 2, and 1, relax, make a fist, thumbs up, thumbs and elbows high and low, up and high and low, and 3, and 2, last one, and relax. Let's go on your back. We're gonna go into glute bridges, stretching out the back, strengthening those glutes. Feet hip width apart, fingertips to the heels. Curl those toes up, hips come up, rear tight, and come back down. Up high, rear tight, and come back down. At the top, hips, knees, and shoulders should be aligned. Pushing through those heels, curling the toes up. Give me 10 more, and then we're holding. 10, and 9, 8. Big breath through those heels. 6, 5, 4, 3 more, and we're holding. 2, last one, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, down to the mat. Now we're gonna keep the legs bent. We're also gonna bend the arms. Elbows are at 90 degrees. Push the belly button into the spine. Wrists and elbows to the floor. We're gonna work on our overhead range of motion, gliding those fingertips up. Don't let that back come off the floor. Big exhale as you bring the elbows back down to the side of the shoulders. And again, don't let that wrist come off the floor. Engage that core, pull that belly button into the back. 2 more. Last one. And rest with those elbows at your side. Now we're going to bring the fingertips up to the ceiling. We're going to work on rotation, palm and wrist to the ground and up to the ceiling, back of the hand and the wrist to the ground by your head. As the hands come up over your head, don't let that back arch or come off the floor. Give me 3 more. And 2 more. Last one each direction. And relax. All right, take your time getting up. We're gonna spend the rest of our time together on the floor. Make sure you have that resistance band or the theraband close by. We're gonna be using that in a bit. We're gonna work on our core on our back to get started. We're gonna work on torso rotation. So feet are hip width apart and flat on the floor. Palms are at the side of our shoulders facing up. Make contact with the shoulder blades on the floor. And we're just gonna twist, bringing the left hand towards the right and then come back. And switch, trying to touch those palms. Now, if you find that your knees are moving a lot, you can use that sports ball that I suggested you have on hand. Put it between the knees and put pressure on it, rotating back and forth. It's gonna help prevent the knees from moving too much. It's gonna engage the core. Shoulder comes up as you rotate. Give me 5 more each side. Four more each side. And 3. 2. 1 more each direction. And relax. Now we're going to stay on our back, bring the fingertips behind the ears. We're going to go into crunches, fingertips behind those ears, elbows relax, head, neck, and shoulders up about 6 inches, and bring everything back down to the ground. up about 6 inches and back to the ground. Belly button into the spine to anchor the torso. Neck relaxed, kind of give yourself a double chin. Bring those elbows almost behind you so you're not seeing them, and make sure they're touching the ground each time you come down. Give me 10 more. 10. Big exhale. Again, the knees shouldn't be moving. Push through those heels as you elevate. Bring those elbows back. And 5. And 4. 3. 2. One more, guys. And relax. Now we're going to extend the legs, point the toes, bring the thumbs underneath the rear. We're going to do alternating leg lifts with a hip lift and then alternate lowering those feet to the ground. So the toes are pointed, knees are bent. So the knees are up off the floor. We're going to bring our right leg up and then the left, push through the palm and bring the rear up, hips up, come back down, lower one leg at a time. And again, right, left, push through the palms, hips up, rear up and down, one leg at a time. Give me 10 more. Doesn't matter if you're only getting up an inch or two, you're still getting up an inch or two. Push through those palms. Give me 8 more. Keep that soft bend in the knees, bringing the toes up to the ceiling. 6 more. Big exhale into the ceiling as you bring those hips in the rear up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Lower one at a time. Excellent. Now we're going to stay on our back. We're going to grab that resistance band and wrap it around our wrist. We're going to go on our back for a glute bridge hold with a chest press. So feet are hip width apart, push through the heels, extend the hips high, rear tight and hold. Now we're going to keep resistance on that band out to the side, elbows at our side, push up, pull down, elbows to the floor, push up, pull down. Put as much resistance on that band as you're comfortable with, keeping the hips high, keeping the rear high, so the hips, shoulder, and the knees are in line. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. We're going to get rid of that band. We're going to go into rotational crunches on our back, fingertips behind the ears, elbows relaxed. Bring the left elbow towards the right knee and come down and relax. And switch, right elbow towards the left knee, come down and relax. Head, neck, and shoulder up, while the opposite elbows touching the floor and nice and relaxed. You just have the fingertips behind the ears. Again, if your knees are moving a lot with this movement, you can put that sports ball in between the knees. Big exhale and lift. Push through those heels and lift. 5 more each side. Then we're going to go on our hands and knees. 4 more each side. 3. And 2. Last one each side. And relax. Let's go over in our hands and knees in a quadruped position. We're going to go into bird dog crunches. So this is just like bird dog, but we're repeating on the same side and drawing that knee to our chest. We're going to start with our right arm, our left leg, and then draw the elbow and the knee together under the chest. Extend, bend. Extend, bend. Flex that foot as you push behind. Planted palm should be under the shoulder. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. We're gonna switch sides. Extend that left arm, right foot, elbow and knee come together under the chest. We're also working on our balance here. Right palm should be under the right shoulder. Give me 10, 9, 8, big breath, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend and relax. Now we're going to take that theraband, wrap it around our thighs. You're going to step into it, slide it up just above the knees, about 2 or 3 inches. Now we're going to go on our hands and knees again. We are going to go into leg extension pulses. So we're going to extend the right leg, flex the right foot, and we're going to pulse that heel up and come down about 1 inch off the floor. Pulse up and down. Now speed it up. Pulse, 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 pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax on your hands and knees. Extend the left leg, flex the left foot, and pulse, 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 pulse. And 10, 9, 8, 7, belly button into the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now we're going to step out of that band. And we're going to wrap it around our wrists. We're going to go on our knees. We're going to go into pull apart. So we're going to bring that band over our head, soften the elbows, and we're going to pulse out to the side. Small resistance on that band. Belly button into the spine, sit nice and tall. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now bring that band and the palms in front of your chest and shoulders, and we're going to go into 90-degree chest openers, pulling those elbows back, opening up the chest, strengthening the shoulders, and push forward, pull back, push forward, pull back, push forward. Keep slight resistance on that band. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Draw those elbows back. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's get rid of that band. Grab a quick drink. And then we're going to go back on our back from the top. Going to go into those supine alternating torso twists. So on our back, feet flat on the floor, palms at your side facing up. If you want to put that ball in between your knees, if that would help you, feel free. We're going to bring the left hand to the right hand, and then shoulders nice and relaxed on the floor. Both shoulders making contact with that floor. Again, your knees shouldn't be moving too much. Try to get those palms to touch. Get that nice rotation in the torso. Up and reach, breathe out. Up and reach, breathe out. Give me 5 more each side, and then we're going to go into crunches. 4 more each side. Push through those heels. 3 more each side. 2. 1 more each direction. And relax. Keep those feet where they are. Bring the fingertips behind the ears, just the fingertips. Elbows relaxed on the floor. Head, neck, shoulders, and elbows come up about 6 inches, and then we're going to come back down. Up about 6 inches and come back down. Big breath out, pushing through the heels. Look side to side with your sight of vision here. Can you see those elbows? If you can, bring them closer behind you to the floor. Give me 8 more. Belly button is anchoring you and your torso. And 4, and 3, you got it, and 2, last one, and relax. Now we're gonna stay on our back, but we're gonna grab that band. We're gonna go into a glute bridge with a chest press. So feet flat, band is wrapped around the wrists. We're gonna extend the hips high, rear tight, elbows to the side, extend up, slight resistance on that band and pull those elbows down. Pull down, open up the chest, strengthen the chest. Elbows down, keep the hips high, keep the rear tight. 10, 9, pull apart. 8, 7, don't let that rear drop. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's get rid of that band. I'm going to stay on the back. Rotational crunches. Oh, whoops, I skipped those hip lifts. So I'm going to do those alternating leg lifts with a hip lift. Legs extended, toes pointed, palms underneath the rear, soft bend in the knees. We're going to bring right foot up, left foot up, push through the palm, hip and rear up, come down, one leg in the other. Again, keeping that soft bend in the knee, trying to bring the heel as high as you can over your hips. Give me 10 more. Push up, push down. 9 more. Push up, push through the palms and come down. 8 more, keep those toes pointed. Five more, guys. Then we're going to go into rotational crunches. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Push through those palms. Let's see how high you can get that rear in the hips. Last one. And bring those feet to the ground. Now we're going to bend the knees. Fingertips behind the ears. We're going to go into rotational crunches. Left elbow towards the right knee and come down and switch. Opposite elbow is staying relaxed on the floor. You're pushing through the heels and your knees aren't moving. Big exhale as you lift. Give me 5 more each side. 4 more each side. And 3. Big breath, push through the heels. 2. 1 more each direction. And relax. We're going to go on our hands and knees. We're going to go into bird dog crunches. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to reach out with our right arm, left leg, and elbow and knee come back to center. Reach, pull in. Reach, pull in. Planted palm underneath that shoulder. Give me 10 more each side. 9, pull in. 8, 7, pull in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let's switch sides. Line yourself up here and extend, draw it in, extend, draw it in. Flex that foot, push behind you. Elbow and knee should be touching under the chest or the tummy. Give me 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. Now we're going to go into those leg extension pulses. We're going to wrap the band around our thighs. Again, about 4 inches or so above the knees. I'm going to go back on the hands and knees. We're going to extend the left leg, flex that left foot. We're going to pulse up and down, toe about 1 inch off the ground. Now speed it up. and 10, 9, 8, belly button into the spine, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, knees wide, extend the right leg, flex the right foot, and pulse up, 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 up. Belly button into the spine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Excellent. Now we're going to finish out with the chest and the shoulders. We're going to go on our knees, wrap that band around our wrists. And we're going to bring the arms over the head, pulling apart slightly on the band, and then coming back over the shoulders. Pull apart, pull apart. Working those shoulders, opening up the chest. Now engage the core, tilt the pelvis forward and tighten the rear. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, bring the hands down. We're gonna bring the hands forward in front of the chest. Slight resistance on the band as we draw those elbows back and forward. Draw those elbows back and forward. Again, engage the core, belly button to the spine, tilt the pelvis forward and tighten the rear. Keep that resistance. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. Let's get rid of that band and stretch it out. We're gonna be on our hands and knees. Bring our left foot in between our hands. Keep the right hand planted and twist towards the left, bringing that left hand up towards the ceiling, feeling a great stretch in the left hip here. Stretching out that back and opening up the chest the more that you rotate. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Come back on your knees. Bring the other foot in between your hands. Plant the opposite hand and twist towards that knee, bringing the opposite hand up towards the ceiling. Again, the more you stretch to the back, the more you're going to feel it in the back and the chest. Feel that great stretch in that right hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Come on your knees. And then bring your right foot on its side out to the side of your body. Try to get it as high as you can. And I'm going to go into child's pose. You can leave that foot there or drag it along with you. Get the rear all the way back to the heels. Extend the arms forward. Lower the head towards the knee. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on the hands and knees. We're going to extend the other foot out to the side on its side. Try to get it as high as you can. Drop the rear to the heel. Hold it there and extend the arms forward, dropping the chin towards the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come on our hands and knees. Curl the toes underneath us. And slowly stand up, pushing through the heels. Now we're going to grab those elbows as we're bent over here. You can spread the legs apart a little bit if you need to for support. We're going to rock back and forth through those heels, stretching out the back, the hamstrings, and the hips. Rock back and forth, pushing through those heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push through those heels and straighten up, stand up, reach up to the ceiling. And bring those hands down, turn to the front, bring those feet wide, clasp the hands together, tilt the pelvis forward, tighten the rear, and reach up to your ceiling. Push through those heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bend to one side. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push through those heels and come back to center, and then gently to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Flip your wrists. Push your way into the ceiling. Bring the feet hip width apart and push into the floor. Look up at those hands pushing in both directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the hands apart and then back together behind the rear. Soft bend in the knees as we come forward into flat back. Hold it here while you're pushing the hands behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down to the floor, hands up to the ceiling. Really intensify that stretch here. Hold it here and push through the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tilt the pelvis forward and come up. Lower those hands. Bring one hand across your body. Other hand comes underneath and pulls in. Make sure you're not pulling on the shoulder or the elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Switching sides. Holding it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Swinging that arm over the head. Grabbing the ear on the other side. Pulling away. Now you're going to drop that opposite shoulder to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Switch sides. Grab that ear, pull away, and drop the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Thank you so much for taking these last 45 minutes out of your day and joining me for this Undesk Your Body workout. I look forward to seeing you guys again next week for something new. Have an awesome week and stay safe. Bye-bye.